we have the Mott's Clamato juice. We may proceed. How you doing, folks? Welcome. Hey, Michigan Lifestyle. Hello, Paul Williamson, Professor Falcon. Shall we play a game? Okay, I'm gonna get right into it. This is gonna be a shorter one, and I've kind of figured out how to actually show some tabs, and it's not gonna be as smooth as it used to be for now, but we'll get it going. So anyway, I think I'm gonna make this a series. Shit just got real, and just cover what's going on, and nice game of chess, yeah. Okay, so I'll get going on the show. Like I said, it's gonna be a shorter one, and I'm not going to play audio. I'm not going to play videos, especially from news agencies. A lot of YouTubers have been getting hammered for that, so I'm just not going to do it. I'll show you stuff, and we'll go through it, and chat about a couple things, and then we'll get on with it. Slow Country is going to do his show on Thursday. He got a hold of me, and hang on, yeah, I got further away. There we go. And so that's going to be Thursday with Slow Country on his channel. And so yeah, my apologies about yesterday with the show and the screw up not showing stuff. So here we go. I'm going to start showing stuff. All right, so there is the bridge in Kelowna. And that's the William R. Bennett Bridge, named after a former premier. There's also the William R. Bennett Dam up in the Peace Country of British Columbia, which has now been it's a power generation dam. But anyways, yesterday, Monday morning, early in the morning, there was a boom threat, and on this bridge, and I'm going to go to the article, and we'll update you on it, and go from here. And I only have one screen. I can only do so many things, so I would like to say hi to everybody in chat, but I got to concentrate on what I'm doing here because I only have the one screen. So anyways, we're going to get on with it. So I'm going to the, where is it? Update. Okay. So here is the news article from Kelowna Now, local website, local news site. So Bennett Bridge reopens to traffic after the boom scare forces a 10-hour closure. And ironically, there was another broken down vehicle on the bridge this morning as well. Can't make this shit up. Anyways, so there's the van on the tow truck now. Apparently, the van has markings for an ice cream truck. Now, the bomb squad in British Columbia has to come out of Vancouver, which is, a few hours away from Kelowna, so that took time. It all began around, as you can see here, 3:45 a.m., and it was eventually towed from the bridge around 2 p.m., and the bomb squad had to check the whole bridge over for other devices, other threats, area roads, stuff that they do when this kind of thing happens. And so now apparently this troubled man that did this, here's the bomb squad and the towing away. Now there's what it looked like. Now he parked it to block 2 of the 4 lanes, and he set a fire. Now I don't know, apparently, obviously the van didn't, catch fire that we can see. The fire department got the fire out right away, and they still haven't released what was in the van. And this is a floating bridge. And so there's just more pictures of it and everything. There's the ramps that go up to the section that I showed you where, you know, so boats can go under the bridge and all that kind of stuff. It's a floating bridge. All those stanchions are floating. There's only a little bit on each side of the lake where there's actually footings going down into soil. The rest of the bridge floats. We can see something under the van here. So there's that. So was it a false flag? Don't know. Could be. I mean, it didn't go boom. It didn't wreck anything. They got the fire out. There's a lot of questions around this. There's the one I showed you yesterday. There's a police car blocking the road. And okay, so I'm going to do a different screen share now, folks. And I want to show you what I was trying to show yesterday on Google Earth. So what could have happened had this whole thing gone crazy? Now, hopefully this works. Now, what's going on here? Just a second. I might not be. Oh! Did you just see? Okay. Hopefully this works. I don't have my my usual Overwatch. She's sleeping. So, anyways, here, let's try this. Okay, so there's the bridge. This is Kelowna. This is West Kelowna. There's the bridge. The van would have been roughly about here. Not sharing? Okay. Okay, 1 second, folks. 1 second. Yeah, it's not. Oh, here we go. Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. Google Earth. Okay, my computer's giving me an issue, but I'll take my time with this until I get it right. What I want to show you is if this would have shut down the bridge for a long time, as in what's happening in Baltimore with that Scott Key Bridge, okay, this would have been a big deal for the people that live around there, yeah, but also a huge deal for, okay, it's not going to let me use Google Earth. Okay, can you see that? Can you see Google Earth? Okay, I'm hoping you can. Okay, you can see Google Earth. Okay. All right, so I'm going to zoom out. It's a blank screen again? Okay. Okay, that's okay. No, I can't use Google Earth. So I'll just go back to other tabs. Anyways, what I was going to say is that to get from West Kelowna or from Penticton, which is at the bottom of the lake, over to Kelowna or up to Vernon, without that bridge, you have to take West Side Road, which is a goat trail. And I wouldn't even call it a 2-lane road in most places. It's paved, but it's sketchy. And it would really mess things up. Now, it would have commerce and travel would have messed things up too, because there's a lot of stuff from Alberta, and a lot of stuff from the other side, from the east side of British Columbia, that go back and forth to Vancouver, that use that highway, and that you would have to go way up north. Well, not way up north, but several kilometers to the number 1, the Trans Canada, and then over and down, and then that's a goat trail too. All right, so here, just a second here. So I'm going to do a screen share, get on with the rest of the show. But anyways, we got to keep an eye on that. I'll watch the story. Hopefully they're going to release what was in the van, talk about that, and go from there. Now, more things about the RCMP here, and things that are going on. So Trump and tariffs and all this, and the main thing is border security. So the RCMP announced January 22nd, 2025, that they have leased 2 Black Hawk helicopters from Sikorsky. So these are brand new. As far as I can tell, I did a bunch of searching around. They've leased 2 civilian model Black Hawk helicopters. Why that? I don't know. And so the existing fleet of 9 helicopters, 6 of which provide better border security and blah blah blah. So the RCMP has 9 helicopters for all of Canada. So I guess now they have 11, and they're going to be putting all the goodies on them. I'm sure they already have them. They're patrolling. These 2 helicopters are patrolling the Manitoba border, Manitoba and Minnesota. And apparently there's a lot of crossings there. Not as many as in Ontario and Quebec, especially Quebec. But this is what we're getting. So $5.3 million for chartering contracts, yada, yada. Okay. So now I have to stop the screen share on that one and go to another tab. Something else that's happening in Canada with the RCMP. And this was announced last year, and I was too busy doing other stuff to get into it, but I'll get into it now. And yeah, Canada's effective response to attacks of mass destruction starts with preparation. Okay, so this is on the RCMP website. It's an article. There's, hazmat suits and goodies, and yeah, the RCMP-led chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, and explosives response team holds 3 national training exercises each year. Okay, but now they've bolstered it. So the RCMP has a full team for these kind of threats now. So, and they're training all the time. They train 3 times a year, which again, 3 times a year, really? It should be 3 times a month. So that tells me that they're drawing these assets from various people that they have trained around the country. And then they put this team together, and then they do these major training exercises, what they actually show to the public. So okay. So there's that. Hang on a second here. Just let me check a couple things out here. So there's also 60 drones that the RCMP has that they have. No, here's the thing. The 60 drones is just for borders. Every detachment has a drone now, I think. There's drone teams in every province, and I think they have something to do with the tactical team, but I believe they have small drones in every detachment. I think they have the really big ones that they can, go against bad weather and, carry things around, have more cameras and surveillance equipment and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure that every detachment has a drone now, like even a small one, so they can check things out. So this plays into what's coming up on Saturday, which is February 1st, which is when President Trump of the United States has announced that tariffs are coming into Canada at 25%. We'll see where things go. Right now, we have a government in limbo, and Justin Trudeau is, thank you, Justin Trudeau, before he gets out, I'll do a screen share again, is, where is it here? Just a second, gotta find it. Yeah, he's going to stack the Senate. So we have 100 senators in Canada. They can serve until they're 75 years old. They are appointed. Okay. Well, 85 of them have been appointed by Justin Trudeau since 2015. And he's going to appoint 10 more. And yeah, they can go till age 75. They're not voted in. Yeah. So even if we get a conservative government, which again is a falsity, like I've said before, even if we get a conservative government, they can't pass a whole lot because the Senate is going to vote down a lot of stuff that they're going to try and do. Now, what he can do, and he's going to have to, is our version of the executive order, which is the order in council. Now, here's the thing. Since 1993 and then 1995, all of our gun laws, except for they've put a couple things in here and there, but the gun laws that we go by and our licenses and all that, and the anger of Yoda because he hasn't had wet food today.
Yes, he has.
Has been through an order in council, hasn't gone through Parliament. There's a bunch of stuff that hasn't gone through Parliament. It's gone through these orders in council. Now, some of them, a lot of times, they're supposed to have a time limit on them, but hey, why, right? Now, here's the other thing. Harper, conservative, in power for almost 10 years, didn't do anything to change any of that either. He brought in the 2030 agenda, the globalists, right? So we are looking at, they're sending Melanie Joly. She's our minister of, you know, external affairs or internal affairs or total bullshit that, you know, she's going to Washington on Wednesday to try and deal with Trump on this whole issue of tariffs. So we'll see about that. I think the Liberals want the tariffs so that when they go into an election, and a lot of people in Canada are saying this, and even some people in the States, that the Liberals want the tariffs in place so Trump is their enemy. They can go after Trump more than they go after Poilievre because they don't have a whole lot to go after Poilievre on. It also will swing the Canadian public because, oh my God, we have to do something. Well, again, you've had 9 years to screw things up totally. They're doing this thing with the Senate. We've got a lot of stuff going on. And also now, in the race for the Liberal Leadership Party, they are disqualifying members who have paid the $350,000 entry fee because they don't speak French. Yet Mark Carney, the guy they're pretty much just trying to put into place, former leader of the Bank of Canada and the Bank of England, he has to brush up on his French because he tried talking French to some people in Quebec and they were insulted. They said, you know, you suck. But he can get away with it. So they're pretty much going to install Mark Carney and then he'll be in power until they have to call an election in October. I don't see anything happening until then because when Parliament does come back, I fully expect Jagmeet Singh and the New Democrats to keep working with the Liberals and keep them afloat, keep all this shit going. So I'm going to be looking for stories that raise my eyebrows. And again, I'm going to cover this thing with the van on the bridge. I'm going to be looking for other instances that happen, things that are going on. And talking about that. I will cover what's going on in the States. And again, Justin and I on Slow Country are going to get into things on Thursday. So sorry, folks. I haven't been looking at chat. I can see chat now. So, like I said, I got this is gonna be a short one. I have to go back to bed and try and get some sleep, so I can start work at 10 o'clock tonight. But some of these things that are going on with the appointees, something that I'm going to be looking into is, hang on, I wrote it down. And I've already discussed this a little bit with Justin, and we're going to talk about it. But so RFK Jr., along with many other people, have not been confirmed yet in the States. There's a lot of confirmations that haven't happened. Now, RFK Jr. had appointed 2 people to his team for the Vaccine Safety Board. Stephanie Spear, sorry. And or is it Stephanie? Yeah. Anyways, and Aaron Fury. So I'm going to be looking them up because they got removed. So RFK isn't in place yet. He hasn't been approved yet. And 2 of the top people that he wanted to put in place have been removed. Now, also, there's some other stuff that he was trying to do, and it has to do with agriculture. And so there's a story that Joel Salatin was offered a position, and now it was an advisory position of some kind. And apparently now that's not going through either. And so we've got to start looking really close at these appointees and who they are and what their job is, because there's a lot of bureaucrats, a lot of that going on. And we have to watch all that, and we have to watch what's going on in Canada. And these 10 appointments to our Senate, so that means 95 senators will be Liberal. And there's nothing we can do about it. Because we have to change the Constitution, or the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and the Bill of Rights. We don't actually have a Constitution because we don't actually have a country. But the rules that we have to live by, yeah, that's what's going on. Now, a lot of these people are independent. They're still true to appointees. You take the guess.
Some people have a stupid little constitution book.
Yeah.
That they wave around. Think it's the real thing? I don't know.
A lot of people carry around the pocket Charter of Rights and Freedoms and the pocket Bill of Rights. I don't have them anymore. Really don't care because they don't mean anything. But
no.
So in my limited abilities with the computers and everything, and my time with the job and all that, I'm going to keep looking into stuff. Yeah, because what I do is at work on my breaks, I do a little research, I check a few things out, and then I make notes. So there's another story to follow before I leave, and I don't have a tab to pull up. But again, it's government overreach, and it's the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, and there is a farm in British Columbia. It's an ostrich farm. It's been around for 35 or 40 years. And they have to cull all 400 plus of their birds by Saturday. Watch Viva Fry. In fact, okay, I will pull that tab up. Just a second here. Hang on. That's me. Okay. Okay. Okay, just a second here. Hang on. Sorry, folks. Let me I'm going to do one more screen share before I leave. So, yeah, David did this yesterday. I think he did the interview. I'll find out here. Come on. Before I can screen share, I actually have to find the video. Here we go.
I'll look at my phone to make sure you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is from yesterday. Canadian Food Inspection Agency forcing BC ostrich farm to slaughter 400 healthy birds. Okay, so I am going to share the tab with you in chat. And you need to watch this, because here's the thing, and I'm following this. This whole bird flu thing, this H5N1 and H1N1 and all that kind of shit that's going on, and the World Health Organization is going to push this worldwide. They've already started culling birds all over the place. There's crap going on. Again, they've done two things in the past 15 years. They've been able to make it go into hogs and cattle. They're almost there on sheep and goats. And they've got it into people. And the next is your pets. But this whole thing with that story I just posted, the overreach in it is unreal. So pay attention. So the CFIA is telling these people they have to dig holes 9 meters deep. Well, so 30 feet deep. You know, I've been a hoe operator in my life, and these people, they want to dig holes on their farm 30 feet deep, and they have, in order to get rid of all their birds, because they're only allowed a certain tonnage. It's in the video. The demands are ridiculous, because the CFIA doesn't want these people to be able to get this done, so they can call in a third-party company, and then they can sue this family. This is what's going on. You're going to see more of this. You're going to see a lot of it. And again, even if we get a new government in Canada, he's going to, if he's actually going to start doing like President of Argentina and President of the United States, and what you're going to start seeing in Poland more often. But if he's going to do that, he's got the Senate in the way. So he's going to have to use order in council. It's just going to be a nightmare. And a lot of this stuff that's going on with these agencies, the Canadian Revenue Agency, Canadian Food Inspection Agency, all them, which are, again, private corporations posing as government entities, right? And they're all WEF. They're all WHO, the people that work there, 99% of them. And they have got an agenda. So we're up the hoop in Canada. You've got some hope in the States. We don't have a whole lot of hope up here. So anyways, folks, sorry I wasn't hanging out with chat too much today, or at all, actually, hardly. I'm going to keep looking up on stuff. There's some old stories that I want to revisit, some things that I've covered in the past, and information that I've got. And I want to be able to connect dots to what's going on today when I do these stories. So, okay, that's it. Again, it was a short one, and I have to, like I said, I gotta try and get some sleep and get back to work, and get back to you folks as soon as I got something that I can actually present. Okay, there we go. Thanks, folks. Cheers.